Hi, honey, how are you? It's Technicolor. And if you are new to my channel, you might not know that I am a major Disney Dreamlight Valley fan. And over on my Twitch channel, we recently moved my house from the plaza to the peaceful meadow. And I wanted to create a cute little walkway from the steps that are in the front of the peaceful meadow from the plaza over to where my house is and my little farm. So let's check it out, shall we? So starting out with this area, what I really wanted to do was make a curved path that sort of goes from the right hand of the staircase over to where the entrance to my house is. And I quickly found out that you can't do that. So I ended up needing to just kind of fudge it a little bit and use different landscaping items so that we could sort of fake a rounded path. And I'm still not entirely happy with it, but I feel like it did a little bit better than what it would have looked like if it was just straight lines. But I really wanted to make sure that I would still be able to get to my mining rocks, because over on this spot, there's actually two mining spots. And I wanted to make sure that there were sort of like inlets that I would be able to walk through, because you can't walk through many of the landscaping items in Disney Dreamlight Valley, but you can walk over some of the smaller rock items or flowers. And I just needed to make sure that I would be able to get my mining spots so I could hang out with Uncle Scrooge. But I decided that in that spot I needed to put something down, and I wasn't able to put grass, but I decided I would be able to put some of these small plaza stones. And I think I'm happy with the way that that turned out. It hides that little spot where it goes from grass to the pebble path, and I don't know, it's not perfect, but I'm happy with it. Also, I am so sorry. I accidentally recorded this entire speed build on a different scene. So you're definitely going to be seeing alerts, pop-ups, chat, emotes, everything, because I stream over on twitch.tv/Technicolor and accidentally filmed this whole thing on the wrong scene. So I do apologize for that. So hopefully it isn't too annoying, but I had a really fun time designing this weird stream. Actually, it was really funny because I was feeling very unmotivated. I wasn't really sure what I could really do with this whole area, because the peaceful meadow, for the most part, was really open, and I really wasn't sure how I could create something new and something that felt like me, as well as making it a pathway and have openings to different areas. Like, I still wanted to make sure I could get to my rock spots, or I would be able to get to the pond. And I decided that I was gonna switch to a different game, but chat kind of told me that I would be able to handle it and we could all do it together, and we came up with something really nice. So I hope you'll enjoy it. You'll also see Princess Ariel hanging about here, and I am in love with the Little Mermaid. I'm actually doing a challenge over on The Sims, which we played today. I'm recording this after today's stream, where I'm creating the Little Mermaid in The Sims 4. And it was kind of done to make it so that I would get accustomed to playing The Sims, like gameplay, because I had never actually played it before, but quickly became obsessed. And we are having a lot of fun over there. But I am in awe that they gave us Jodie Benson and Pat Carroll as Ariel and Ursula in Disney Dreamlight Valley. And actually, for those of you who don't know, Pat Carroll, who voiced Ursula in The Little Mermaid, reprised her role here in Disney Dreamlight Valley, and it was actually her final role. She passed away last year. And it's very nice that us fans have a way to memorialize her in this game. And I don't know, it's really sweet. I also really love that they have voice acting in this game. It's not for all dialogue, but it's really nice that you'll hear like little tidbits or you'll hear Ariel singing. Um, it's very sweet. If y'all are on the fence about getting Disney Dreamlight Valley, I highly recommend it. I was a major fan of Animal Crossing New Horizons when that dropped, and I had actually never played Animal Crossing before. I don't think I even heard of it other than Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and I wasn't a big fan of that one. But I became obsessed with Animal Crossing New Horizons, and it just sort of felt like we kind of got abandoned as fans of the game because they kind of like stopped updating it, and then all of a sudden they dropped like this huge 2.0 update or whatever it was, and we got a ton of content. We also got DLC for the game, which I also think is really fun. Happy Home Paradise. I have a lot of fun building happy homes for all my villagers over there, but it felt like we really didn't have any more quality of life updates coming, and there were going to be no other updates for the game, which has turned out to be true. And then Disney Dreamlight Valley dropped, and it's kind of like scratching that itch. Like I needed another sim like Animal Crossing, and I really love the fact that we can move all of our buildings for free. You don't have to go to Tom Nook. You don't have to go to Scrooge McDuck, and you can just use all the different landscaping items, and you don't really have to like level up to use all of these things. So you don't have to like grind to get to like a 5-star island. It's really nice, and there's all these different biomes that you can go into and unlock, and there's different items that are specific to those areas that you can use all over. I don't know, I'm just like really happy with the way that Disney Dreamlight Valley handles this type of design build. It's really fun, and it's really nice getting to interact with all of these characters that we all know and love from the Disney films. But also it's a really good story that we're learning as we're going on. For those of you who don't know, Disney Dreamlight Valley is currently in early access. It dropped a couple of months ago, but you can get into the early access by buying one of the founders packs. And because I'm a huge Disney fan, I ended up buying the Ultimate Pass. And it also gives me it gives me a little regal fox. And I love foxes. You could probably also see on the bed behind me. But I don't know. It's really nice having like a little companion who will walk around with you, and you can now pet it. I don't know. It's just really nice that within this early access, the developers seem to be listening to us players and really embracing our ideas and thoughts about the game. And while there are like some like issues that you might find, like bugs or glitches galore, I will say that the experience is really rewarding, and I'm really interested in seeing what the story will progress into. Anyway, going back into this build, I'm really happy with it because you can see that it's starting to take shape now. It's really just a bunch of bushes and like different pathing elements that I'm using. But what is really a main focus for me is making it all look real, or I don't know, like it could really exist. And I wanted something that looked good from all angles, because I would say a challenge of Disney Dreamlight Valley that we didn't have in Animal Crossing is that you can move the camera any way that you want. You can get any angle in here. And photography in game, and also just living in the environment, it's really challenging but very fun to do. So I don't know. It's something that I'm really into, and I'm glad that we have as much customization in this game. I will say, I think I'm in the minority here, but I'm not a huge fan of some of the characters that I think we're all supposed to love, like Elsa. I don't know, this might be terrible, but I'm not a huge Elsa fan. And I think it's only from this game. I think in general, I do like Elsa, but within this game, I don't know. You can see here that I am trying to, similarly how we did at the start, try to just embrace the challenges and make the pathing sort of look like it just fades into the grass. And I'm using ferns and I'm using like these smaller rock items to achieve that result. And I'm not entirely happy with the way that it looks, and I do hope that they give us more options as time goes on, but currently I will say I think I'm pretty happy with how I worked within the limitations that the game has, which again is nothing compared to some of these other games that I've played. Like I'm a huge fan of Animal Crossing, and I love challenging myself, especially with the Happy Home Paradises, because you can create different rooms within one room, whereas with like your house in Disney Dreamlight Valley, you can add on as many floors and as many rooms as you want. So I don't know. It's just there's a lot more customization in this game. Here you can see that I'm kind of making more of a cohesive pathway between all of the different villager houses like Mickey and Minnie and Goofy. And I really also wanted to make sure that there was some sort of cohesion with the ponds and making sure that you would be able to still fish. And again, like with the mining spots, you still want to be able to go with your mining companion and mine those minerals. But I still needed something that would still visually look nice. I was very excited because they gave us the ability to put rugs down outside, which we didn't have in Animal Crossing. Here, I wanted to make a little picnic area, so I'm looking for stuff that could work for that. I know that there are some picnic items that I ended up getting after this, but I don't know. I'm really happy with the way that this little, I don't know, in between area between Mickey's house, Minnie's house, and my own house is really starting to shape up. I really, really love this one item that I found in my shop of, I guess it's from the Beauty and the Beast line, and it kind of looks like a romantic date night picnic area. And there's actually a few of those for multiple different characters and franchises, and I don't know, y'all. You have to see these items. They're absolutely incredible. And if you haven't seen these items, you can see them on my stream, twitch.tv/Technicolor. And I hope to see you all in chat. We have a lot of good time playing Disney Dreamlight Valley and just hanging out with our different characters, leveling up our friendships, and also finalizing all of these quests. Here you can see that I'm actually making a couple of photographs, photographing the area that we all built together on stream. But anyway, I hope to see you all pretty soon over on Twitch. Again, you can find me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Technicolor. I stream 6 days a week, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye. Did you know that there are some quests where you have to grind items that take legitimately forever to get done? Like Minnie's final quest was a lot.